Hello and welcome to an e-demo on the new timeline feature of Victor Unified Client 4.6. So the first thing I want to take a look at on the timeline is playback controls and how we can use the timeline during surveillance. So what I'm going to do is just open up a camera stream here just by double clicking it in the Victor device list, and you'll see up on the toolbar here we have a new button and it is called Timeline View. If I click it, the timeline will open in its default light color scheme. So we can actually toggle between the light scheme and the dark scheme. So if I just use this little switch, you can see there's a dark and then back to the light. Okay, so let's take a look at some playback controls then. If I hover over the middle of the timeline, you'll see I get a pause, fast reverse and fast forward buttons. If I actually choose pause, you'll see that the reverse and forward buttons actually turn into a step back and a step forward button, which will step the video back or forward frame by frame. And if I choose play again and actually choose fast reverse, you'll see that the video begins to play at 1 times, and the further I move my mouse away from the center, the faster that will get, up to 16 times. And a single click then will put us back into 1x. If I'm not in live mode, I can actually choose the Go Live button over to the right hand side here and jump back to the live footage. And I can also choose the calendar icon here and jump back to a specific date and time. Okay, so what we're going to take a look at now then is the data stream bars on the timeline. So what I'm going to do is just open up all the streams from one recorder just by right clicking on it on the device list and choosing view. And if I open up the timeline then, you'll see that underneath we have 3 bars, and these bars are actually green at the minute to indicate that there is available media. Not only do the data stream bars show that, but if we go over to the right hand side and choose this icon here, we can actually specify which information we want the data stream bar to show. So we have available media, camera alerts, audio alerts, various other things there. And we can also actually expand out some of those by choosing the arrow to the left, for example on camera alerts, and we can see which camera alerts we want to specify that we can see on the data stream bars. So if I just close out of it then, you can see that on our second data stream bar here we have a blue marker. That blue marker indicates that there are consolidated events underneath there, and the reason that those events have been consolidated is that the current zoom level doesn't actually allow for all of the events to be shown individually. So what we can do is if we click on it, we can see there are 5 video alarms underneath there, and if I just use my mouse wheel to scroll and zoom in a little bit to the minute view, you can actually see the individual events highlighted red there. If I click on it again, you can see there's detailed information. Okay, so the final feature of the timeline I want to take a look at is how we can use it to create clips and also bookmarks. So first of all, you can see on the data stream bars, each of them have a label on the left hand side indicating which stream they apply to. And what we can actually do is click those labels to select the bars. So we can select them individually, or we can choose this button at the top to toggle selection for all of the bars. Once we have some bars selected, what we can do is put our mouse on the dashed area. If I click and drag, I can actually select a time frame there. And when I release, you'll see that in the middle we get a pop-up. It allows us to create a bookmark, which will create a marker on the timeline, which we can then of course refer to, and we can also create a clip from. And the second button we have is the clip button. So if I choose it, what I can do then is open up the direct clip action dialog, giving me access to all of the usual functions from it, such as archiving and vaulting or exporting the clip.